Good evening, witches and heathens of CNY and others, since this will be on YouTube eventually. Welcome to another Sinday school session where someone in the group goes live. We are always looking for volunteers, so if this is something that you think you might be interested in hosting for one Sunday or more, please contact Stephanie Van Auken. She is the vice president and she is the one that handles these Sunday school sessions. Hi guys, welcome. Yes, it's like I'm waiting for someone to talk back to me. You would think I've done enough of these to know that no one's talking back. Hi. And hi Jeff, and if anyone wants to add in their 2 cents about this topic, feel free. Oh good, Jeff, you will do next week. Perfect. So just go ahead and put in the board chat what your topic is and Stephanie will plug that in for us. You know, one of the things with these Sunday sessions is if you own a business or do something like, if you have something to sell, we are allowing a plug in your session. If you do host one, you can talk about your business for a little bit. Obviously, you don't want the whole thing to be about your business, but you can pop in a little like, oh, and I'm doing this in my business, you know, or tell them to check out your page or follow you or whatever. You can do that. But tonight's topic is witchcraft and business. So it's essentially making ends meet, making your money by selling your services. You're doing a service. That's what it all boils down to. Hi, Justin. So I just want to start out by saying this recently we have had the second person in all of our time being a group say that, well, I'm going to quote this, okay? Because this was, and quote, start quote, anyone who charges money in return for their universe-given gifts is a fraud and seeks to exploit those in true need, end quote. So let's dissect this, shall we? And I'm not trying to call anyone out, and I'm not pointing out names. This is a new age way of thinking. This is not, if this is the way you think, then no artist, no singer, no musician, no anybody should be able to sell their universe-given gifts, which would be their voice. Think about it. Even in The Little Mermaid, Ariel had to pay her voice, didn't she? That's kind of a little bit off topic. But still, it was you have to pay for a service. It's a barter, but not, because we all need money. We all have bills to pay. So we as the board and I think as the collective really want everyone to know that this group in particular stands behind our witches. We want to see you all successful. If you can make money doing what you love to do the most and you're successful with it, hi Stephanie, then more power to you. If you're doing it from the right place, you know, it's not like I'm saying, you know, a bunch of evil people should be screwing people over by selling a service that they're not doing or that they don't do regularly and they don't know whatever. Yes, when you are paying for a service from somebody, you should absolutely look into them. You know, look into their pages, their presence, their reviews, all that. You should be vetting just like any other service that you have done. You're not just going to trust anyone to do a service for you. So you look into it, you look at reviews, you look at all these things, just like any other service. But this quote saying, anyone who charges money in return for their universe-given gifts is a fraud and seeks to exploit those in true need. It's like, okay, well, Metallica didn't think so because they shut down Napster because they know what they're worth. You know what I mean? Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. I can't wrap my head around that, especially when you know, I feel like you always get the gift, you're selfish. Yeah, you have a gift, you're selfish for selling it. That's so, I can't even believe people say that. Because to me, it's just, that's exactly right. Like, you know, a guitarist that is a really good guitarist is like Jimi Hendrix. You know, like, he's not going to be like, well, come to my show for free forever. Like, yeah, maybe if you're starting out, yes, you're doing a lot of work for free. But I also want to point out that this person that said this does not know how many free workings that each witch does for people, okay? Because, yes, sometimes us as practitioners and people that do services for others do recognize that people need help, okay? We're not money hungry lunatics, okay? We're trying to feed our family. Like, how dare someone call some, you're essentially calling me a fraud because I do services for other people. And I don't really appreciate that, because I know what I put into my workings for each and every one of my clients. And I also know all the free stuff that I do that, you know, it's not like I run around telling everybody. Now, another thing that was brought up in this same post is that this group seems like a selling group. And I kind of just want to clarify that real quick before moving along. That we have Market Mondays for a reason. We want to see you all succeed, okay? That is our main mission, is to help everyone grow and to help everyone have a successful life, a prosperous life, you know? So if we can help by opening the forum, our community, our platform, to witches to sell their products on one day out of the week, then so be it, okay? Because we don't allow it any other day except for obviously Sunday sessions when someone could put a plug. But that is the extent of the selling on this page. And it really makes me sad that anyone would think that way. But since ancient times, witches have been charging for their services. So, I mean, to each their own. And yes, I'm not trying to change anyone's opinion. I'm not trying to start some crazy war within the group or whatever. I am merely trying to let you all know where the group as an entity, as the board of directors, as people, you know, we work with people a lot. And we know that a lot of people sell a lot of their services, whether it's doing an actual spell for someone or selling a charm or something that they made, or a candle. That is still selling a service because you're selling your witchcraft, right? So that's supposed to be bad. But who is anyone to judge? I'm trying to just understand why this was ever a thing. But here are some guidelines, okay? If you are planning on doing workings or any kind of services for people, whether it's doing readings or Reiki or whatever. I know a lot of, you know, the board has discussed this. It also makes me sad when some trash talk others to make themselves look good. Absolutely. I mean, trash talking someone and putting them down, it's character. You're putting someone's character down and you don't even know that person. That's not okay. Ad hominem. And Stephanie says, as a Reiki master, my clients get their first session free as a tryout. Exactly. And like with my online course, the first module is free so people can see if it's even for them or not before they buy the whole thing. You know, like, across the board, all of our crafters and stuff that we have, everyone is so giving. Like, I feel like I haven't come across a business owner in our community that didn't give something freely to the community, regardless of what that is. So this sentiment confuses and baffles me. I am at a loss. Okay, so if you're trying to do the business, so one thing that I usually do when I do spell work for people, I tell people exactly what I'm going to be doing, and then as I am doing the workings, I am doing progress pictures. So they're seeing the progress from start to finish. You are proving that you did the spell work. I think being transparent is number one. So you should definitely be transparent with your clients, with everything. If you're using like proprietary blends of yours that you don't want recipes given to, obviously you could be like, I'm burning an incense for this intent. you know, you don't have to give out all your secrets of your recipes and whatnot like that if you don't want to, but outline what you're doing. And it could be a learning process for the people. And that's another thing, like we try and teach people. We teach people for free. Like we do this, all of this, the whole group is all volunteer work. Most of what we do not get paid, you know, for the group, we don't get paid for anything. So I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, another thing you can do with your client is to recap at the end if needed. So any kind of, like, if you did divination at the end or whatever, you can recap with the client. And then another great thing to do is do a follow-up, like a check-in to see, you know, how everything's going, if the working seems successful or not. And if not, then wait it out and continue to check on them and go from there. Another great thing to follow is to practice a good code of ethics. You know, you have to have good morals to be able to do services for people. Obviously, you know, I have to say in our group though, it does seem like if someone is in here just for money and ego purposes, it's seen pretty quickly. So they're usually gone fast. And, you know, us as the group, we always try and look out for that. And that is just to make sure nobody does get swindled. We're trying really hard to, you know, and it's, we don't think you need sheltering or anything, but at the same time, we don't want to knowingly let a bad person run rampant on everybody. So we keep an eye on people. That's what we do. We know we're trying to do big things with this group, and we're definitely not just trying to sell things. Like, the whole point of the group is to be able to provide free workshops and free Sabbaths and solstices to celebrate. So this is, in my opinion, a far, far cry from a selling group. But, you know, again, to each their own. I'm not trying to change anyone's opinion. If anyone has anything else to add to this, you can go ahead and do that now. I am going to drink a little bit of coffee real quick. I'm not sure if there's anything else that needs to be covered. I feel like this is just, I'm sorry. It's kind of like a rant and rave kind of Sinday session. Here, let's make it happy again. Yay. And I always feel like stuff like this needs to be addressed in a video. And what better timing than Sunday school, because we have no volunteers at this point in time. I have my likes playing from my Alexa. And I like Usher. So, opinions? Does anyone want to chat about this at all? Does anyone want to put their 2 cents in? Just to recap, we should go over how to start even small, like selling charms. Preach. Yeah! Well, isn't that kind of like another Sinday school? What time is it? Well, I still have like 10 minutes. But you could, yeah, you could start small if you are trying to get into a business like this. And I always say this, I know a lot of our other business owners always say this, is there's room in it for everybody. Don't obviously just go around copying people. But all witches make charms, all witches make candles, all witches, you know, put your own spin on it. Everyone has to shine as themselves authentically and put your own spin on all of the things that you make. We love this group. We have gained lots of knowledge and support for free and so appreciate it. Well, we appreciate you and I appreciate you. You know, just the energy that comes off of pretty much everyone that I meet is amazing. Like, all of you that commented, you're all amazing. And I can guarantee that because, you know, the things, there's so much volunteering and so much time and energy from everybody going into this. It's so magical and amazing, and I absolutely love it. So, yes, you can start by making, you know, charm bags or little charms to give to people. Now, the Alexa turned off. I mean, if we want to do a Sunday session out of that completely, like how to have a successful Witchcraft business. It just totally skipped that song. That was so rude. But that's okay. Yeah, we can do a Sunday session on that if people are interested. I mean, how many people in here that are watching right now are trying to get into the witchcraft business and the making a living off of witchcraft, I guess. That is actually a good Sunday session. Good idea, Jeff. But I feel like if I get into that now, we're going to be here for a very long time. Because there are a lot of possibilities. Especially, you know, depending on the person. Like, you could even just start doing readings if you're a reader, a tarot reader. You can start with that as a service for people. You can do that. You can even do that online. That is a thing. And you do great things, help so many people, and give a space for others to express themselves. Thank you for being you. And yes, Usher. Yes, I do love Usher. But yeah, you know, and I feel like, and I know I've said this to you before, Seth, is that we all have to support each other, and there's so much support in this group. It's not all on me. With the history of clothing associated with pagans and witches and finding a comfortable aesthetic be of interest. Yeah, I feel like that could be a good one. If that's something that you're passionate about and you feel like you can fill up a half an hour of a Sunday school, yes, I mean, like I said, we all have to shine as us. And even if you're coming on here doing stuff, like if you're doing a video on just how you practice and, you know, some of the things that you do to incorporate witchcraft in your daily life, that's school for us too. You know, we're learning about you and how you practice and whatnot. But yeah, that'd be a cool one. But yes, Seth, or as it says, William. But I wish every community could have a community like this. You know, we are making magic, I feel like, in this group. Charging often helps others appreciate the work you do. When it's free, sometimes they don't take it to heart or honor it. That is true, and that also brings up the point of the prices of it. Because, especially when it comes to, like, curses and stuff, that is going to be more pricey. Because that is something that you need to be very, very serious about. And it does take a lot of energy and a lot of stuff that the practitioner has to do in order to prepare for the spell. And stuff to do to themselves afterwards. Because after I do a working like that, I'm cleansing myself. So I do need to get the at least Epsom salts or sea salt to take my cleansing bath. That's usually what I do. Should I do one on witchcraft on a budget? Referencing back to that meme that started this. We could. I think we do have one already, but I think that one's older. I mean, you can do that. I don't see why not. See, look at that. There's 2 Sinday sessions. Well, 3 if we want to talk about ways to get into the witchcraft business. If that is of interest. This is fun. See, we're throwing ideas around. This is what I like. I like interaction. And it feels like I'm, you know, able to see people again. I was just talking about Dollar Tree Witchcraft today with one of our new member joined today, and we were talking about that too. And it totally is a thing. There are groups out there that are Dollar Tree Witchcraft. So, it is a thing. And I know that a lot of the times when we're all out and about and we see some cool stuff and we grab it, we post it in the group and we say, hey, dollar store find. Or today we even had a Marshall's find, which I love. Marshall's. What? If you've never been to Marshall's Home Goods, it has to be Home Goods. You can even just go to Home Goods. We have a Home Goods. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that is a thing, and it's a cool thing. And I know there's also a meme that's like, if you get witchcraft supplies from a dollar store, expect dollar store results. But disregard that. That's not what we stand for. But again, to each their own. If you are against using dollar store products for your witchcraft, then don't shop at the dollar store. Go somewhere else if that's the case. Or make it yourself. Yay! So, yeah. I actually, while we're sitting here, I am going to write down these Sunday school ideas and the people that call them out. Just so we can keep track. I like this song too. I Swear by All For One. Aww. There is nothing wrong with dollar store witchcraft. Ah, oh my gosh, I love thrift stores. They totally are pagan marts. I love that. It's so true. I stop there at least twice a month, I would say, just to see what they have. And, you know, as you can see, all these jars behind me, those are all, pretty much all of those are from the thrift store. In their bric-a-brac section, I talk about it all the time. I love it. Love it. It's a great thing. It is a great thing. Maybe we should go live. We should go live at a thrift store one of these days. Oh my gosh. I'm writing it down. At a thrift store. And we can see what cool finds we can find. Oh my gosh. That sounds like so much fun. I want to do that one. Who wants to come with me? Let's make a day of it. I will do mine on Witchcraft on a budget. Okay. Jeff, Witchcraft on a budget. Okay. Oh my gosh, I really want to go live in a thrift store now. But someone has to, I want someone with me so I don't seem like a crazy, well, whatever. I guess I don't care about that. Okay. So those are some good ideas. And, you know, if you ever have an idea, if you're ever just like sitting there on a Tuesday night and you're like, oh my gosh, that's a great idea for a Sunday school, message us. Also, it's an even exchange of energy. Payment doesn't always have to be in cash. At the end of the day, it's an exchange of energy and time, and it's just respectful to appreciate someone's time to help you. If you always do it for free, people will walk all over you and use you. Absolutely. That's absolutely right. And we're all about standing up for ourselves and knowing our worth and knowing what we do is, you know, what we're supposed to be doing. It's totally true. Maybe business owners should all do a Sunday school on how they got their start, minus their secrets and proprietary stuff. That'd be cool. Or even just find one business owner to do it. It would be fine. Or a couple, maybe get together. Yay! Stephanie will go thrift store shopping with me. Sweet. It'll be fun. It'll be like supermarket sweep, which I was totally meant to be on that game. Totally. I could totally kick butt at that. I walk really fast. Ask my mom. She did a whole essay on how fast I walk. But yeah, that would be a cool idea. And yes, we're all about being successful. You know, everyone should not be tied down to a 9-to-5 job. Like, some of us aren't built for that. Some of us are built to do something else. We see nothing wrong with it. We definitely need more volunteers for Sunday school. So anytime, any day of the week, you let us know your topic and we'll get you in. And furthermore, with the business owners and stuff, when COVID wasn't a thing, we did one business owners meeting because it would be nice to get everybody connected again as business owners and figure out what we can do for the community to make it better. And, you know, cool stuff that we can do between us. I just love it. You know what I love is getting all of our minds together and being able to sit in front of each other and actually like hash it out and brainstorm and get ideas flowing. It is the most freaking magical thing. And I am missing it so bad. I have to say, I miss all of your faces. It's nice though because I get to see every so often I get to see some of you. But someday soon we'll have meetups again and we can do our brainstorming and events. I totally miss events. I mean, if you think about it, if that's the case, like everything we're doing is in vain, right? If that's because the group itself is producing money to be able to give back to the community. But yet we're a selling group. We are not a selling group. We're a prosperous group. We are a magical group. We are a strong group, and we are creating strong witches and helping empower witches and letting them know that we're here for them and that, yes, we want to know what you make. We want to know what your service is, because if I have someone that needs your service, I'm going to send them to you, okay? Or if I need the service, I'm going to come to you. this is what it's all about, is supporting each other and being neighbors and having the community. And when we're together and we're celebrating and doing our Sabbats and our solstices and our workshops, we're all having a great time because we all feel the love and all the energy and all the great things that every single one of you that are watching, that are going to watch, that you're all putting into this group. It is amazing. Amazing. And I just get buzzed talking about it right now because it's just, I know that we're on the right path. The group is definitely on the right path, and we are going to do great things for this community. And everyone's going to be, and is, strong people. Strong witches. Perfect. So I don't even have to write it down then. Stephanie's right there. Plop it in there. Perfect. So if anyone has any questions or anything else to add, you can totally do that after I stop this video. But I think that's all I have to really talk about, because if I keep talking, I'm just going to start rambling, and we all know how that goes. I apologize, but I am very passionate about all of these things. Sorry, I'm drinking coffee and I'm burping. But in case you haven't noticed. So I'm going to give it a second, see if there's any questions or anything, and then we'll wrap it up and send you all on your Valentine night way. And I don't know if any of you are following my page. Here's my little plug. I did an awesome video today earlier on how to make your bed into an altar or a sacred space. You can find that on my Julie's Cauldron page, or if you're in the VIP Cauldron Parlor, which is a Facebook group anyone can join, you can find it in there. Usually I like to have my VIP group get all this information first because they're my VIPs. So you can join the group if you're not in it already. But it is a cool video, and if you need some self-love ideas, this is a great way to incorporate such magic into just making a bed. So I highly recommend watching it. It might change your life for the better. You never know. Give it a try. Get hands-on. Definitely get hands-on. And totally, if you can sell your services and make a living off it, we support you. And we don't judge you. We don't think you're a fraud. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful night, and happy Lupercalia. Get purified and cleansed. Alright, well, have a good night, everyone. I don't see any questions. So I'll see you guys some other time. Not next week, because Jeff's doing next week. Yay! Alright. Bye, guys!